I'm Karma. Welcome. This is your Leo reading for the week of November 18th. We've got some pretty intense energy that's been coming up. Capricorn moon stuff was going on yesterday I was looking at. Let's take a look and see what's going on for you, Leo, by beginning with your Leo sun reading. So let's take a look and see what we got energy-wise. Everything seems a little off-center here. Here we go. All right, first thing that comes up, Six of Swords. So, you know, you have this impatience that's going on. I picked up initially. I pulled your theme card for the week, and I got this card that has to do with impatience, where you're just kind of overwhelmed and tired of things being the status quo. But I am seeing the Six of Swords, which is coming up for you as in having things get a little bit easier, so you can feel quite possibly some of the energy that is feeling heavy to release. The thing that I'm feeling you're impatient about is waiting. We have the Hangman. Okay. So your Hangman has to do with you feeling like you're stuck in between two places, can't move forward, can't move back. So this is like when you put a job offer, a job application in and you haven't gotten a job offer, if you haven't heard back, etc. Hi, Ryan. I love you. So the Hangman is really that purgatory, that stuck in two places. Now, this is a lot of different energies coming together, right? We have our little beastie illnesses that are going around that people are worried about, and there's isolation. We have job changes that people are terrified to take. You know, our workplaces are changing. So we have the Hangman. So that's weight and feeling a little bit stuck. I will see here, let's see, the Tower card is in play, so you're feeling a little bit shaken up as well. You have the Judgment card, which is tension, Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is our indecision. It's our six of one, half dozen of the other, right? And we have the Tower card. So for you, you're not quite sure if you should just take things as they are or speak to what it is that you want, because, you know, it can always be worse, right? So you're just like kind of downplaying your dreams or downplaying what it is you want to do. However, in the midst of all this chaos that seems to be going on around you, is I'm seeing the Fool card. I'm also feeling a intense like heart chakra block and a throat chakra block, where I feel like you've either been talking someone's ear off, trying to get them to listen. I'm also picking up that thing, you're having like a little bit of a hard time. You're not quite sure how to speak to it. So that's causing you to feel a little short-tempered, where we have the Page of Swords right here. So the Page of Swords has us feeling as if we want to lash out a little bit, right? And I see that Leo really wants to keep their circle small and make sure that they don't bring in any new influences, and really looking for money. Ryan, is this you? So I'm seeing right here, this is a look for money. You have the money above here and you're trying to figure out how I can get it to make it work, because there's this maze of all the things that you want to do with it, right? And there feels like this pressure of things coming down the wire. We have the Judgment card, which is the three-headed dragon, which is pressure and tension. Okay. The interesting thing, though, for Leo is I have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. So it tells me that your love on the home front, etc., is kind of going to be giving you a lot more support. Hi, Brittany. Than you had, realized beforehand, because the Two of Cups is balance. Okay, there's a little bug over here. And then I also see the Ace of Cups, which is personal fullness. The Two of Cups is balance without. So here's the thing that's going on with Leo right now at heart, is Leo is starting to look in the mirror a little bit, start looking at what they are contributing to a situation, starting to look at their alignment with their life purpose, starting to take a look and see, like, am I in balance? Because that's what the Temperance card is all about, is balance. And on this card, you have two cups where they're pouring from one to the other, and they're making sure, you're kind of making sure, am I doing what I say I'm going to do? Am I in alignment here? Let me see what else is significant. The Chariot card. So I feel like somebody had some car trouble too, Leo. I'm seeing the Chariot card next to the Tower. So usually the Chariot references a vehicle. So baby your car right now, or take a good look at it before you have a problem, right? Or just be safe. All right, Leo, I am going to pull some cards from the Mystic Dreamer and do your moon reading for Leo Moon. For those of you on my other social media platforms besides YouTube, please join me on YouTube. You can see the picture-in-picture. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. There's a bunch of different services there. So let's take a look and see what your Leo Moon is. Here we go. Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands shows up as fatigue. You also have the Ace of Cups. Now the Ace of Cups is a congruency between your general spread and your moon reading. The Ace of Cups is that fullness, like you know you're doing what you're supposed to, but I'm also seeing the Devil card in play. So the Devil card has to do with bad habits. I am seeing the Devil card has to do with possibly some substances. Now everybody gets wound up when I say the Devil card is in play, but it has to do with lies, it has to do with substances, it has to do with bad habits. So it doesn't necessarily mean you. It could also mean that there's someone that you're dealing with that might have some bad habits and you're dealing with the repercussions of such. I do feel like Leo is pulling on their reserves right now. We have the King of Pentacles. So you might be the sole provider, or you might be the one that feels like you have to nurture others with your money, and you're feeling as if you have to be more direct about how you're managing your money. I'm also seeing Six of Wands, which is victory. So if there's some money issues that are coming up, you're putting on the line, I would check into it. Ryan, get out of my head. I can hear my son asking me questions. He's watching my life. So I'm seeing the Justice card too. So, you know, paperwork, legal matters, taxes. The Strength card is telling me that you're pulling on some reserves right now. So the Strength card is your making friends with the past, making friends with the problems, the trauma, etc. But I'm seeing the Judgment card too and the Justice card. What is it that Leo's afraid is going to come down the pipe right now? I don't see paranoia, but I definitely see, are you being judgmental, Leo? Because we have the Judgment card and the Justice, and you're kind of got this celebration card where you're kind of grateful that someone else is getting their karma, quite possibly. But I do see that some things are going to shift for you emotionally. And, you know, both in your general spread and your moon reading, I am seeing the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords references things getting easier. So you can expect the tension to lighten up just a little bit. But watch that temper. This impatience, dissatisfaction, and maybe it's a little bit of resentment, because we have the Bitch card right here. This is our Queen of Swords. And there's no other better way to say it except for this card right here has to do with, like, you know, you got to say the thing. You've got to clear the air and do some of these harder things in order to get somebody to really understand. I have the Ten of Swords, so it tells me that somebody may be taking things harder than you expected or meant for it to be. Am I out of audio? No way. My audio is out on my YouTube. You know, I am telling you what. Okay, this is not fun. All right, anyways, so that is your moon reading there. But like I said, I also seeing the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups has both to do with you having some celebration and also this tendency to keep your circle small. And like I said, this has to do with protection and doing the things that you know you need to do for your family. It feels like family is very important to you right now. I also see the Four of Wands, which is commitment. So I'm seeing the Four of Wands, which has to do with commitment. And that's not just your relationships. It has to do with how you lay it on the line, like because I said I would, right? Let's pull some cards from the Divination of the Ancients. I'm going to have to upload this video to YouTube because my sound went out over there, which is a total bummer. I don't even know if YouTube can hear me because they're still chilling out over there listening to me. Can you guys hear me okay? Well, no, my YouTube, guys. All right, so for your, I'm glad you do. So for your Divination of the Ancients, let's pull your card for that. I'm going to have to do this tech check afterward and just fix it later. Shagai, fragmented. So this card right here may be part of the reason why Leo is feeling a little frustrated, is you're feeling fragmented and a little scattered. And so in that, you have a hard time concentrating and deciding what it is you want because you're listening to the sound of other things that are I bit my tongue. All these other things that are ringing your bell, you know? So it just feels as if getting centered for you would be of great benefit, and like maybe saying no to some of the things that are piled up on top of you, or maybe like redesigning some of the things that you are doing. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me even through all of the tech problems. Let me know where you are in the world. Tell me how you feel your reading went, and please share and join me on my YouTube Karma on Deck. I will come right back after this. We'll be doing Virgo. So for those of you that are Virgo or know a Virgo, I will be right back.